Hello. Hello. Hey.
Yeah, hi Ram. Yeah, hi Ram.
Yeah, hi Manju.
Good evening.
Good evening. You are in mute or what? Are you able to hear, Manju? Hello. Yeah. Hi Manju. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Ram, I can hear you.
Yeah. Hi Harsh. Hi Veena.
Ramu, how are you?
Yeah. Good sir. You?
Good, good.
Hi Veena. Today, favorite topic is like already Harsh having a lot of experience in this. Right. Harsh, supplier.
That I can agree.
Sorry.
That I agree. A lot
Yeah.
of work done on the flyer.
Yeah. Okay. You people go on mute. Okay. Start recording. Okay. So supplier, before moving to the what you call procurement, so we have to have some configurations we need to set up, so that after that only we'll go for transaction screens of PR. So for especially for what you call procurement, so I'm what and all basic setups we need. So we have a common procurement BU, requisition BU, and all those things we'll see tomorrow. But today, supplier will see how to create the supplier. So all kind of stuff we'll see now. So suppliers, basically we have a two types of suppliers. One is prospect supplier, and another one is spend authorized supplier. THRO supplier. Okay. So these particular prospect supplier, spend authorized supplier, what could be the key differences? So prospect supplier is not a real supplier. It means that these when the supplier type is prospective, then that supplier can what you called can participate in the negotiations. In the negotiations, only negotiations and some other stuff, but is not a exact real supplier. So who is the real supplier? Is spend authorized supplier is the real supplier. Means once the supplier type is spend authorized, then the person can do all activities of the procurement from PR to till invoice. So whatever activities which we are going to do for the procurement side, in all the activities, this particular type supplier can participate. Prospect means is a temporary supplier. So he can do the what you call, he can participate in the negotiations. So whenever if you are buying anything from the market, so when you go to market, what we are doing, if you want to buy something like let us say tomato you want to buy, so you won't buy from the supplier, one supplier, right? You will go and will take the what you call prices from uh, each and every vegetable supplier. Then finally we'll go and we'll buy from one of the supplier. So same kind of thing here also. So first we'll do the negotiation, later then they will finalize to whom we are going to buy the product. Okay. So prospect to supplier is just he is the guy can participate in the negotiation things, but he's not a permanent supplier. He's a temporary supplier. So when you want to do any kind of transactions in the procurement, always the supplier type should be spend authorized. So now sometimes what they will do, once the negotiation has been finalized, the system will convert prospect to suppliers to the spend authorized supplier. Okay, so this kind of provision is there in the Oracle Cloud. Okay, so now for this one we'll see how to apply the approvals. Okay, what is supplier numbering? Supplier numbering is just one setup. It is what you called very easy setup and one time setup, this one. And we have a supplier DFFs. We have, there are a lot of things will be present, but mostly we'll concentrate on the approvals and then a prospect to spend authorize and how to register externally, internally. External registration and internal registration. Okay, and we have a supplier qualification also. So when you want to qualify the supplier, so there would be some kind of questionnaire things are there. So once the questionnaire, I mean questions who will frame, suppose who is buying the material for this, for their business. Let us say they have the electronic industry. They want to buy the materials, raw material from the different suppliers. So the electronic industry have some standards. They have some standards and they have some norms, they have some policies. A lot of things are there. So that they will make as a questionnaire, and then that questionnaire will send to the suppliers. So once the supplier will give the responses, based on the responses, then they will decide whether this particular person has been qualified for our business or not. Okay, that is supplier qualification and all. And I think these are the various topics which we'll see the supplier. Okay, so first we'll see how to make these two kind of things. So go to system, go to procurement, suppliers. Supplier is the functional area. So if we go here, go to all tasks. So we have a supplier numbering. So it is it is only single setup. So what is the number if you want to give here? So which number you want to give, you can give and save and close, so that system will start creation of supplier with these numbers by incrementing one. Okay, so I'm not changing anything. I'm following with the same number. So please don't do any changes here, because it is, if it nothing, okay, this is just, one time setup. So people won't touch this one. Okay. So please, while practicing also, don't do any kind of changes here. Okay.
Here the supplier number means uh,
When you
if you
create
want
the when you create the supplier, what number will come? What is the supplier number? Supplier name numbering will come, right?
okay.
That is the number. So
So
every supplier having some unique numbers.
okay, if you want to create multiple suppliers, system will generate automatically.
Yes. If you create 4 1030 is first, 31323334 like that will come.
Okay, based on the starting number. Okay.
Yes. Okay, and supplier types. So what I'm trying to say is, so if you want here, there are various supplier types we have: vision supplier, contractor, and attorney. Attorney is the one kind of supplier type. Insurance is the one supplier type. So when you want to add your own supplier type, so this supplier type is the lookup. So when you go to the screen of the supplier, we'll find the supplier types there. So when you want to add any kind of new types, just click on plus and add it. So I'm not adding anything, just I'm showing the way how to add your lookup. Okay. So I'm going with the same thing. And tax organization types are also, it is a lookup. So when you have your own tax organization, so let us say I'll keep something. So these are all lookups. Lookups means list of values. It is a drop down kind of things will be there. So whatever you are adding here, it will display there. Okay. So SR01. So corporate something. Corporate. So these are all not required. If it is needed, you can add it. That's all. Okay. And then manage supplier products and services. Yeah, this is something important. So for example, we have a suppliers. Some suppliers may supply computer supplies, they may supply healthcare, they may supply office supplies, all those things, right? So here, what exactly we are doing here is, when you select the products and service category, okay, for example, let us say you created one category. Okay, that category belongs to computer suppliers. So what we need to do? So first we need to create the category. Where we need to create the category? We have a functional area catalog and category. So first we'll create there. We'll come back here so that we'll understand the things. So come out from here. So we need to go, where is it? Go back. Category catalog. Here, purchasing categories. Okay, functional area catalogs. See, this functional area catalog is the kind of setup for whatever we have seen, right? In the supplier also we have seen, and similarly we can see same kind of combination. What happening here? Same kind of combination where in the catalog creations also we have a catalogs we have a catalog concept, local, punch out, and then information catalog.
Yes.
So there also some hierarchy will be there. That hierarchy, for that hierarchy, what is the key configuration is functional area catalog. Okay. So now I wanted to add one catalog here. Manage catalogs. 1 second. Yeah. Here, let me see. 1 second. I wanted to see that whether the catalog is the inventory and then procurement catalog. Those things I wanted to see. So let me see that. Is there anything else, or you want to create a new? Okay, all functional areas. I don't know why it is it is completely blank. Let me try here. Show filters. Show filters. Catalog category. Active catalogs. I don't know why it is not showing here.
I guess
Okay,
from in the add, you can add, I guess, like in the functional area.
No. What existing one it will show. That is the thing I am seeing here. There are a lot of things people has created. So it will come actually. See. Okay, so whenever if you create any catalog in the system, so same functional area we cannot add for your own catalog. See, the simple thing is catalog creation is, it is a simple one menu. If you go to hotels, okay, we have they will give some catalog. If you go to saree shops, they will give some catalog. So in the catalog we have a various categories. Let us say if you take our clothes, jeans is category, t-shirts is category, okay, and then shirts are category, tracks are category. Some categories will be there. So same kind of concept here. So catalog and category combination. Okay. So functional area catalog is whatever catalog which we are creating, that particular catalog belongs to which functional area. Is it a purchasing or inventory or order management or contracts? There are a lot of plenty of catalogs are there. Sorry, plenty of functional areas are there. Okay, so whenever if you, for example, let us say you created one catalog saying that purchasing, so system won't allow to create one more catalog. Okay, so since it is a demo instance, a lot of people created a lot of catalogs. So we'll go for existing one and provide the catalog name, catalog code and all. Control at. So always catalog sees control at the master level. It is most of the time they won't go for organization level. Okay, and catalog will be public. Yes, it will be public. And assign items to always categories. No one will add the items, whatever items which you are defining, that items always we're adding to the category, not catalog. See, category C, for example, t-shirt is a category. So in the category t-shirts, if we go there, we'll see all brands, correct? So all the brands will be added to the category, but it is not added to the catalog. Catalog is just, it is the one kind of bookman. So under the book, whatever categories which you have, that will be main element to map with the item. Okay, and this is very simple. Just to provide the functional area, catalog, all those things, and save and close. Then system will allow to add the categories. So instead of creating this one, because already there are a lot of things will be there, so I am using the purchasing catalog. Okay, so under this purchasing catalog, so if I see, these are the various categories. Okay, now I will add my own category. Click on plus. So SR01 computer accessories. Okay, accessories. So catalog code also, if you want to give same, and display in supplier profile. So if you check the checkbox, then only this particular category will be applied, will be applicable, will be visible in the supplier products category hierarchy. Okay, so I'm keeping S here, start date, and end date doesn't require. So click on OK. Okay, so whatever items which we are adding, so when you add this particular category to the items, automatically all items will display here. We no need to do externally exclusively, like, you know, come here and you need to add. So once you add the items, whenever if you select the category as SR01, automatically all the items will appear here. Okay, so this is the way to create the catalog and category. So this particular functional area catalog is the key component or key configuration for supplier and for a local catalog, punch out catalog, all those things. Okay, so save and close. Click on done. Now go to suppliers, go to all tasks, supplier products and service category. Okay, so here okay, where we added that, okay, click on plus, let us see, is there anything category name? Okay, insert item category. So open this. So insert item categories. So category name SR01. Okay, see this particular category where you want to add it. I mean, which category hierarchy you want to add it. You can add anywhere, even if you want to add in the computer suppliers or fitness accessories, wherever you want, you can add it. So I'm adding my category under the computer supplies. Okay, so you understand any questions here? So you may get a question, how these component supplies came.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so this we can add it under the root category. So root category will give by the Oracle seeded. So in this one, whatever category hierarchy we have, computers under the computer, we need to keep all these categories. So you can add it. For example, so let us say, click on this, click on plus. See, it is like a hierarchy, man. So let us say category is the t-shirts. Okay, so I keep t-shirts, just example. So under the t-shirts, whatever brands we have, all those will be a what you called leaf level categories.
Subcategory.
It is subcategory. Okay, so this is the browsing category. What is the technical term is browsing category. Under
Okay.
this browsing category, whatever categories which will come, those are the leaf categories. So always the items will be appended to the leaf category, not for browsing categories.
Okay.
Okay. So if we go here, this computer packing is, again, if you see inside, if you're not seeing anything inside, then it is a leaf. If you're seeing something inside, then that is the browsing category. Okay. So now here computer supplies is a browsing category. Under this one, we have a various category, leaf categories. So how to insert? You just insert the item. So whatever categories which you are defined in the functional, so system will allow to add it. Okay. So that is a way products and service category hierarchy we need to map, create for suppliers. And supplier descriptive flex fields will create it. So we'll see later this one. And supplier messages, supplier bank account descriptive flex fields also there. So it is also additional fields. So which you have seen, right? We have a three flex fields, KFF, DFF, and
Yeah.
EFF. KFF is the key flex field that is used for configuration of the things. So we are always use the KFF in the configuration side. So we have seen COA, we have seen locator concept, and also we have seen something else recently. What was that?
It is charter for points. Costing. Yeah.
Costing also we saw the COA, KFF. So DFF and EFFs most of the time we'll see in the
Transaction steps.
So supplier is not a configuration. Supplier is the transaction scheme. So descriptive fragments, any additional fields if you want to bring in the system, we'll go for what you call descriptive flex fields. We'll see one or two things we'll create. Similarly, same kind of concept for banking also. And see supplier messages, these are for B2B, business to business. And I have not used in my application what is supplier messages. And next class we'll see like some kind of info we'll get from, hey, can you go on mute, please? So the supplier messages and something like outbound synchronization. So something will pull out from the Hutch if we did some kind of work on that. So I think supplier qualification, what I heard is supplier qualification we did he did very deep way. And B2B, Harsh, have you done anything B2B?
Yeah, Ramu, in Arrow, I did that B2B part also.
Okay,
So,
just we give some some insights tomorrow.
yeah, sure.
Okay, this trading community something. Trading, it is also descriptive flex fields only. Yeah, that B2B, just please plan it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay?
sure.
Yeah. Okay. And here we have a import suppliers. This is it is nothing but just it is a what you called let me see.
Right.
Sorry.
It's import supply is nothing but the FBDA process, right?
Yeah, it is FBDA process, correct. Okay, so we have to select the actions. Yeah, it is FBDA process. So there are like here first supplier, then address, then site, assignment, all these things will be one by one we have to follow. Okay, So I given some one FBDA file also in the Google Drive I kept, right? So don't know how many people you saw that, and just
Yes.
verify is, but this is something like, it is a what you call once you understand this one, see, customers are also very easy to do the FBDA and items. See, where you can find more number of sheets is suppliers, customers, and items. In these three areas will find lot of sheets in the XLS in the FBDA. Okay, so we'll see one or two things with our FBDA file. So I'm actually planned for item. So let us see suppliers also, if time permits, we'll see. Okay, so these are the various tasks we can see. Now we'll go for, I was telling, right, we have a internal registration, external registration. So for internal registration, if you go to procurement, so the suppliers, we have to know the job roles. Ramana, job roles, I said, like, did you find
Yeah, I placed in the share drive.
job roles? Job roles also place?
Yes.
You place, okay, when did you place?
On Friday.
Okay, so where you place?
In documents, procurement.
Man, I'm asking, in the Google Drive, did you place or where?
1 minute, I'm checking.
Okay, so for suppliers, we need a rules, job rules. Okay. Click on edit. So add role, supplier, if you type, so you'll get a plenty of roles here.
Supplier manager.
Supplier, for creation of supplier, supplier administrator, supplier manager.
Supplier manager.
Yeah, supplier manager is required. And this bidding and all, it is not required actually. I mean that those are for negotiation during that time. Administrator and supplier, and what else? Anything, Ramna? Because I did not verify these things. Hello?
Yeah.
Any supplier related job roles you have? It is there in the
Supplier administrator.
I given.
Supplier manager.
Harsh, any roles? I did not concentrate much on the supplier role, job roles. Supplier administrator and manager is enough, I guess, for creation of supplier, is it? I mean, anything else, Harsh?
Ramu, are you able to listen?
Yeah.
Okay. So role-wise, I don't recall much, but administrator is required, and there was one role in SMO that we have added the privilege. That privilege is required to make the transaction. Let me check the exact privilege name.
Supplier qualification.
Oh, supplier qualification. Huh?
Uh,
This is for qualifying the supplier. Anyhow, I think like supplier administrator and manager is enough. So we'll see in further. Okay. So most of the time for creation of the supplier and for managing the supplier, manage customers, creation of customers is there, right? So these two, when you want to see in the supplier icon, so we should have a administrator and manager. These two are, as per my understanding, it is correct. I'll go through, and if you have anything else more than that, we'll let you know. Okay. But as of now, those two are enough. So we'll see that. Go to home icon. Go to,
Manage supplier will include the manage supplier registration also, right?
I think so. So yeah, I have long back. I did. I forgot actually.
Right. I'll also check one.
Yeah. Yeah. Where is that air procurement? Procurement. Order. Supplier. कहाँ गए भाई? Procurement. Suppliers. Okay. No, still not.
One more thing, procurement agent is there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that we need to do setup, right? Correct.
This
Yeah.
was supplier side creation.
Sorry.
A procurement agent is for supplier side creation.
Supplied side. Yeah,
creation.
correct. But anyway, we'll give that access also.
So without procurement agent, we won't be
cannot-
able to see
We
the
cannot
in
create the
progress.
site. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
No, site is one thing. Before
Right?
site also, registration also we cannot see.
We cannot see.
In progress registration.
Correct, correct. So what is mine? Yes, sir. SM, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so we'll give techno only. Techno maths. Yes. So default it is just optional. If you want, you can select it. Default printer also optional. These are all we'll explain while doing the transactions. So by default, I'll give a full here. Okay, and here we have a supplier qualifications and suppliers. So this has to be checked. So this also we have to give a full. So most these particular things will be used for site creation and also registrations. So external registration, hyperlinks we have. So that also it will be enabled based on the procurement agent. Okay, so this is very, very important. Without procurement agent, system should not allow to create the POs. Even if you want to process the PRs to PO, the procurement agent access is essential. Okay, and these things will explain bit more during our procurement things. So just this particular thing is enough. Supplier qualifications and remaining and all any we enable. So save and close. Click on done. So I think now we'll sign out and sign in back. That registration has to come.
And Ramu,
Yeah,
internal supplier registration is something like we'll be registering the supplier on behalf of them, right? Is it?
correct.
Okay, external is like we'll be
External, we
sending.
are giving the link to them. So using
Okay,
that
okay.
link, we can do it. Okay. I don't know why it is still not showing create supplier. I think something is missing still job role. Or refresh has not happened yet. We'll run LDAP request. Let me click on that suppliers. I think creation is not yet come. Okay, so we'll run the LDAP. So what is LDAP is just it is synchronization of your job roles with the system, with the user. So whatever job roles which you applied, so in order to synchronize that with the user, I mean to say synchronization means it is properly, it has to deploy in the database, and moments once it is there, then system will automatically what you called explore the features, the whatever. See, if you take the supplier administrator and manager, so we're expecting create supplier as to present. Okay, these things automatically system will display into the task list. So run user and role synchronization process. It is LDAP, or we used to call as LDAP. LDAP means something is there, least data, something is there, but major purpose is to synchronize your roles and your data access. For that purpose, we are using this retrieve latest LDAP, or whatever we are running, right? Just what is the name? Run user and role synchronization process. Okay, so click on submit. So system will run ESS job. Okay, so duplicate it. So go to tools, schedule process. So refresh LDAP, it is running. So let it run that. It will take some bit time. So supplier, I think those and all enough, I guess. So procurement, suppliers,
Try to add buyer role, Ramu.
buyer role.
Yeah.
Schedule, sorry, security console. Security console. Go to users. Techno. Creation of suppliers. Edit. I think buyer role is not required, but anyway, just will try. I think buyer is there for me, I guess. Or it's not there. Okay, so procurement side, what is there? Procurement application administrator.
Procurement catalog administrator.
Okay, catalog. So this is for catalog things. So local catalog we have, right? And do you have the document, Ramna?
Procurement document. Yes.
That roles were given, right?
Yes. Yes. I
Can
have.
you see there in what is for the supplier?
Okay.
These are the main, Rama, as I can see, like supplier administrator, supplier manager, and then the buyer. To try
Only
with
two
the-
roles: supplier manager and supplier administrator for supplier.
Okay.
Procurement, procurement manager, procurement requester, procurement preparer.
Mhm. Procurement requesters. Anyhow, we'll give all requester, preparer, manager,
Manager.
and
Procurement contract administrator.
contract. Anyhow, you're not touching now. Advanced procurement requester. So click on done, save and close. Supplier bidder, supplier administrator. Click on done. So one time we will close and reopen. Sign out. Okay. So go to procurement. Now supplier qualification came. Think maybe. Yeah. Something it has came now. Yeah, here registered supplier is there, create supplier is there, right? So if you click on registered supplier, yeah, this here whatever registered supplier we have, right? So this registered supplier is nothing but internal registration. So what usually they will do is supplier will provide the information for us, like for a company. So the company people will create the supplier. Okay. So whereas external supplier also we have. So that external supplier, the supplier data, the supplier links from where it will come is, if you go to setup and maintenance, go to procurement, go to purchasing, procurement foundation or purchasing, configure procurement BU. Not from here. Let me see here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. See here, these are the URLs are there, right? So these URLs we are giving to the suppliers. So suppliers will enter the data, and moment once they submit, automatically system will send the registration number to cloud. Okay. So whenever they supplier himself, they are creating, they are trying to add the details. So these particular URLs will providing to them. So whenever registration number is coming from these URLs, then that is the external registration. Okay. So internal registration will do by buyers or internal peoples. So they will collect the information from the suppliers and they will try straight away, they will add it. So whenever the registration will be coming from these URLs, these URLs we are passing to the supplier, supplier will entering the data, and the registration will come. When you registration will come from here, those are the external registrations. So now we'll see the internal registration. So company. So let us take our SR01.
And Ramu, like, will there be any approvals on this registration also?
Yes, yes, that is what approvals I said, right? When I'm giving demo. Approvals.
I just lost in the beginning. So
Yeah, approvals is there. Okay. So request reason. So check request, new supplier source, justification, XYZ, anything. Okay. So procurement BU. So we'll go for our BU, business relationship. See here, I was telling, right? We have a two relationships, prospective and spend authorized. So I'll go for spend authorized. So tax registration type. So whatever lookups we have was showing, right? So all lookups will come here.
Okay.
So our lookup came SR01 corporate. And similarly, supplier type also we have a lookup DUNS number. So this DUNS number will be useful for I think, what is the purpose, key purpose, Harsh, DUNS number? taxation, right?
Which number?
Duns number.
DUNS. That is taxation. Country specific.
Yeah, for US taxation, this is.
Okay.
You can search United States. Can you go on mute, please? So contacts. So for this supplier, who is the contact? There are primary contacts, secondary contacts are there, right? So I'll create the contacts here. Something Jack or Mac, whatever. Mac. Okay. So here this contact majorly useful for creation of supplier portal user. Okay. So the contact is, it is the primary, maybe supplier having, I mean, the supplier itself, it is nothing but one kind of small company. They have their manager, they have their own staff and all, right? So for the contact, if you want to create the supplier portal user, so supplier portal is one more kind of session similar like application. The supplier portal basic purpose is to participate in the negotiations, to send the ASNs, okay, and then to send the ASBN, advanced shipping and billing note, okay, and then all kind of participations, whatever, there are a lot of things are there for the supplier portal. So we'll see that also. So if you want to create the supplier portal user, we need a contact. We require the contact creation. Okay. So if you want to create a user, system automatically pull the roles. So these roles also, if you want, you can delete and you can add your own roles also. So there is some setup is there. So using that setup, when you want to delete some roles, you can delete it. But all these roles are useful to run the supplier portal URL. Let us say it is a small kind of application. Okay, so here let me give some name. Okay, so one is enough, one contact. So just click on OK. And I have not enabled any approvals. Let us see how the system will behave. So click on address. So what is a supplier address? Address name SR01 something, any name. So I'm taking United States. Okay. And line 1. So postal code 10020. So Manhattan something. And address purpose. So this address purpose is ordering, remit to, RFQ or bidding. So I'm selecting ordering or remit to. So you cannot select three things. Either you can select remit to or RFQ or ordering to remitted to. Okay. So what is address contacts? Click on place. So I'm using same contact. Okay. Click on OK. Then what is the business classification? Okay. So this business classification also we have a what you called lookups. Okay. So I'm making here. So something like small business, something, anything. So certifying agency, self-certified, certificate number if you have. So these are all like every company having certain what you called policies, certain rules and regulations. Everything has to be followed by the supplier. Otherwise, supplier won't be qualified. So for qualification, there is separate topic for that. So that time we'll see bank account. So this bank account also we have to create it. But let us see. I'll select existing bank account. So country is United States. States. And then bank, any bank is there here? No. American Bank. So I'll show the setups how to do this. So time being will take the existing one. Okay. So any additional information if you want, you can select it. Otherwise, click on OK. Currency also you can select. That's fine. It is optional. Okay. And product and services means now we given right category, catalog, services, whatever hierarchy which we have defined, that particular things will come here. Click on place. Now SR01 select. Select apply. Okay. So this particular category, this supplier will supply. Okay, so that's all here. So what is registration, contact, address, business classification, bank account, and products and services. So register, system will create the number. Your registration request was submitted. Click on OK. So you go here, manage supplier registration requests. So inviting SR, right? Yes, company name is SR. Something we given. Okay, fine. Click on search. It's not coming. Super. Click on done. Refresh, manage supply registrations. Approval status search. Approval status. Okay, company will give. Did you remember company name, man? I also forgot to take the SR01. Okay, so approval status is rejected. Means we are not configured our approvals. Okay, so when you do the approvals configured, system will convert this particular registration request to approved. Okay, so how to do that approval? Suppliers, all tasks. Okay, approvals is separated. We have here supplier approvals only will go. Approval management. Go to all tasks. See here. We have
manage supplier approvals.
Manage supplier registration approvals. Okay, here we have a internal supplier registration and supplier registration. We have to select internal, right? Arch?
Yeah, it's internal.
No. External.
External.
Internal is if you are selecting that option from supplier manage registrations or create registration. Did you select that option? Or
Yeah. No, we selected from here only, right? This one only we selected.
I'm actually if it is through that internal portal, then it is internal.
Internal supplier registration. Okay. See here, nothing has been enabled. So we'll take. See here also we have a concept. So approvals is routing types of approval is one is serial and parallel. Okay. So what is serial is whenever, for example, let's say I am taking the leave. I want to take the leave. So I added my leave in the system. So automatically system will trigger the email to my manager. Okay, once manager will approve, again it will go to senior manager. Again it will go to some delivery manager. Means it is step-by-step process. Serial means first has to approve one person, then it will go to second, then it will go to third, and keep on. So based on the levels. Okay. So for example, first person will reject, then system will come out from the loop. I mean, it won't go to second person. That is a serial. Parallel means, for example, let us say in your organization hierarchy, so you are reporting to 3 members. Okay, so parallel, what will happen is once you submit the form, automatically system will send the notification to all the 3 members at a time. Same time, all the designations managers will get a notifications. Okay, in this one, how system will decide whether the particular document being approved or not is based on the voting regime. So in the voting regime, we have two types again. First responder wins and consensus. So first responder means out of these 3, for example, the person, let us say Manju has approved. So system won't bother about remaining 2% response. So automatically system will send, I mean, automatically the document will go for approved. That is the first responder win. So if the first responder will say it will be rejected, then the document will go to reject. It won't bother about remaining 2% response. So consensus means all these 3 members, if you want to approve the document, all these 3 members has to give the response as approved. Okay, if for example one of the person has rejected, then the document will go for rejection. That is a consensus. Okay, can you go on mute?
And Ramu, like how we will be setting these approvals? Like this approvals will be going to the supplier, or like how it will be? The supplier
See,
approval?
once you click on the registration, okay, system will, for example, if I enable this one serial, so system will trigger this particular approval, and under this under this rule, whatever conditions which I have written, that particular conditions will trigger, and system will either approve or reject it. I mean, it will
No,
go for approval.
no, this will be like these approvals will be sending this to suppliers, or like how it will be?
It is only for suppliers. No, it won't send to suppliers. It will
Okay.
send to for internal peoples. Internal peoples only will approve it, right? See, the registration request came from the supplier, but internally some peoples will be responsible. They will check, verify each and everything. What is the supplier qualification? I mean, supplier brand and supplier company, when it has been registered. Okay, what product they're selling, so how long they're selling, how long they've been in the market. So all these parameters they will check by internal team. Internal team will verify it, I mean, based on the notifications. So that person will verify, and if we approve it, then system will what do you call, create that supply in the system. Once it is rejected, then supplier cannot be created in the system. That's all.
Okay, okay. There will be separate supplier management team, so they will be handling all these approvals and all those stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay, correct. Thank you.
Yeah. So now I'm going for serial. So some areas will see the parallel as well. So select this, go to edit rules. So I'll apply, click on plus. Okay, so I'll go for existing one. See, rules always applies. Okay, so this is I'm keeping as a automatic, or okay, we'll add something. Let us say approval is required. So I'm taking here single approver. Will go all the levels in the later stage. So I'm selecting as a worker here. I'm giving my name only. Technomads. Click on OK. Okay, this rule will apply, and rule will trigger whenever any registration will come. It will trigger to my approval. Okay, so like that, if you add multiple actions also, you can add it. So this detailed information will take care in the PR and PO approvals, but here also we'll see more and more things in the supplier external registration time. Okay, so currently I given one rule and I am applying the action as single approver and user type is worker, and whenever any registration will happen in the internally, system will trigger the notifications to mine. Okay, so here I can see the notifications. Okay, so let us see how it will work here.
And Ramu, like we can set the group of persons in the approval, right?
Yeah, all those things we'll see in the future class.
Okay.
We have a various types we have.
Okay.
Okay, so I could not enable, sorry guys. So select this, first enable this, what you call rule, and then deploy. Okay, so go to edit rules. So save and close. Now system will allow to deploy. I mean, we deployed without enabling, that is sorry. So now deploy it, and then now go there and try to create the one more registration, and system will trigger the registration approval. Let us see. Click on done. Go here. I'll take this. We have any copy here? Okay, actions. We'll see. Click on done. We'll see in the actions. Select. Go to actions. Oh, don't have. Okay, we'll create, sir. Set.
Entire thing you'll have to repeat.
Yeah, I thought we have a, what do you call the copy.
Copy. No.
So I think you can edit, right, Ramu? Edit. There is no edit option.
We'll see that.
If you go to manage suppliers.
Yeah. SR01. I think we don't have here. Let me see. No, here, nothing here. We have it done. No other buttons. Okay. So we need to create a new. Okay, quickly we will create registration supplier. Company will keep same one, SR01. Company 2. Okay, company 1. New supplier source JST, same BU. Okay, tax corporation, we'll select our tax, sir. And here anything, any contract or supplier, whatever, doesn't matter. So we don't have any URL. Tax country, US, United. Must enter how many are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. One more. Okay, so contact Mr. Matt's Cloud. Okay, Matt's Cloud, gmail.com. Create this. See, this administrator account. Okay, so one person like, okay, create another is not required. Cancel. So some persons will be an administrator, some persons will be a normal persons. Like normal guys will work similar like how we are working in the companies. Okay. So here Matt's 1, 2, 3, 4. Country United States. Postal code 020. New York. Address purpose order remit. Click on plus. Click on OK. business small self so okay, bank account, it is optional, but anyhow we'll select whichever bank we have. United search states, okay, bank of America branch, then our some account number, currency will keep USD only, and IBAN number and all not required, so click on OK. And services, SR01, search, select, apply, and OK. Okay, so now if you register, system will trigger the, see mine is prospective, that's fine. Your registration request was submitted. Now if we go further, SR01, see now pending approval. So did you observe the first and second difference? Because
Yeah,
first
yeah, Ramu.
difference, we are not enabled any approval, that is the reason system went automatically
Yes.
rejected. So this
Yeah.
one is pending approval. So if we go here, see action required. So I'm approving this. Okay. Now if we just search back, it will take some time. Click on done. Reopen again. Registration. Yes, sir. Oh, here Uber. Why it is still pending approval only showing? Why? It will take some time because mostly it has to come out. Let me see again. It won't take much time. Go here, manage, search, showing still pending approval. How come? Approved. Okay. So now, what is it? Supplier match results review. Okay, that is and all fine. Okay, now we'll see the approved. Okay. Now if you see manage suppliers, if we go click on done, SR01, right? Manage suppliers. SR01. It is still prospective only. See, business is prospective. So for prospective, when you open it, so we'll see only address and contacts and qualification. There is no site. Supplied site will be never will be the part of prospective. Prospective doesn't, it is the temporary man. It does not require any site and all. Okay. So the supplier can participate in the requisitions also not there, only in the negotiations. Okay. So this is the way to create the what you call the prospective supplier. Similarly, when you want to make the your what you call spend authorized, and that also we can do from registration. Or one more option is promote to spend authorized. So I feel like this guy is a good guy and is he is giving all the rates as best and also good quality kind of items is providing for us. So I want to promote him. So promote to spend authorize. Even during promotion also, you can trigger the approvals. There are a lot of approvals are there for suppliers. Some companies, let us say WD. So how the hard disk has been designed, right? Manufacturing. So there are particular approvals of suppliers. So we'll find n number of approvals present in my previous project. Okay. Now just promote to spend authorize, click on submit. So again, request is generated. If you have any approvals, approvals will trigger. So my request is 13 this one. So click on done now. Verify your number. So let me say here, search back. Okay, where you have to see manage registrations. Click on here, supply registration, request. So, search. I can see some. Is there anything? Is there? Nothing.
There is a space
Where?
uh, in the registration.
Where it is not there, man.
Okay.
Okay, we'll verify it once again. So go to manage suppliers. I think that automatically will happen. Let us manage suppliers. SR01. Search back. Yeah, see. Now it is showing as spend authorized. Now if you open, system will show the site information. Okay. So if you open this, you are getting right the difference.
Ramu, site is nothing but the BU, right? BU assignment, right? You
Yeah.
mean to say something?
It is just BU assignment and the address of the where exactly the supplier will be supplying the material or kind of stuff. Site assignment. It is exactly site assignment. So bill to, ship to, all those things will be there. Okay. And
So
why
site, you mean to say site is nothing but the supplier address?
address? They have US, they have site, and UK we have site. India also have site. So whenever the order will come from India side, they will supply. So that is the site assignment. Okay. So why our what do you call inventory organization is not coming? Because our inventory organization has not mapped with the location. So we have to map with the managed location. Then system will allow to select the ship to location. So from which location we need to ship and from which location we need to make a bill. See, whenever if you get an order from the supplier, whenever if you send an order to the supplier will send the material, right? That material where we want to receive it. And also whenever if they are supplying the material, so from where they have to send the bill. So sometimes bill will be different location and shipping also different location. So those things we need to append here. And also we have a liability distribution, and there are a lot of what you called account combinations also there. So if you are not selecting here, system will pick from manage common options for procurement and procurement BU is there, common something is there. So from that system will pull. Whenever if you keep here this liability, prepaid and bill distribution, system will pull the account combination from here. Okay, so tomorrow class we'll see how to add this inventory organization to the locations, and then so that we'll verify this particular ship to location, bill to location is showing, and also we'll see external registrations and some other stuff. Okay, So
And
invoice,
Ramu, like, if possible, can you please provide some real-time scenarios on the approval, like supplier registration approvals? If
yeah,
possible.
yeah, parallel approvals will be there. That is, I observed. So I'll provide it. Okay.
Like whatever you have seen the approvals, like the scenarios, like or rules. I mean to say rules, like what are the rules you have used?
Mm,
So
yeah,
you just try to provide that. Okay.
mm.
That's it. Thank you, Ram.
Okay, then today we'll stop and tomorrow we'll continue.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
some approvals, even I'll ask Harsh, he will provide some Excel format kind of thing, just
Yeah.
images.
Yeah. Yeah.
Harsh, please provide some images, because in
I think
WD we saw a lot of
he's not
more,
there.
right?
He left, Ramu.
Oh, he left. I thought he's there. Oh,
You just check with him and then you just give away some
Sure,
documents.
sure. There are a lot of things, man. There are a lot of things. But
Okay,
I'll
Ram.
try to make it out some complete kind of all operation we'll use, and we'll try to make some kind of things. Okay.
Okay, Ram. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, all right. And even this lady also left. Huh?
Yeah.
Not sure.
One last question.
Mm.
With create supplier option is that right? Create supplier option.
Mm.
That is for external purpose.
No, this is also internal. This will won't go for any what do you call approvals.
Oh, directly we can create.
This will create by the internal buyers and internal team members. So this one doesn't go for any approvals.
Oh, okay.
So registered supplier will go for approval, right, Ramu?
Yes,
Registered.
this is the internal registration. Supplier registration is nothing but internal registration. This will go for approvals.
So, and then if you want to register the external supplier, there will be a links in the that
Common
procurement, business
procurement.
function
Yes.
for
So
the
that
spend from first the like spend authorized and then the
prospective.
perspective. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Ram. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll see some more things tomorrow. And whenever if you modify something, how to write the approvals, all the kind of stuff. And then some of the things I asked, right, Arch will provide for B2B messages, something.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he may try to give some information on that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. All right.
Thank you,
Good
Ram.
night. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.